Ahead of Crystal Palace's showdown with Swansea City at Selhurst Park tomorrow, we caught up with the South Wales Evening Post's Matt Davies for the lowdown on the Swans. How has the season been so far for Swansea? It hasn't really got going. They got a point away at Southampton, which is quite a hard place to go to, and they have never really got to grips with playing there. So a point away from home there is not too bad, although they were really up against it for long parts of the game. Manchester United last week was a really strange one. They were in it for 80 minutes, but then United were ruthless and saw them off. But despite it being 40, there were still some positives. Read more. Crystal Palace boss convinced points will come soon for the Eagles. Show has the situation with Gylfi Sigurdsson affected them. They are still reeling from what has gone on, to be honest, and there is no doubt in my mind, or in many of the supporters, that it has affected them. I'm not sure there is a lot of harmony in the stands. The supporters want to see the money being reinvested, and the club really needs to get 3 or 4 more players in. They are weaker than they were last season with no Sigurdsson and with Fernando Llorente out as well. Read more. Frank de Boer admits Swansea City clash is a must-win for Crystal Palace. Swansea won in midweek at MK Dons. How important was that for them? They had a strong team out and there was no real excuses there. I think when they went 10 down, a few people would have been thinking, oh no, but they turned it around. They were on a hiding to nothing really, because they were expected to win against opponents from a lower division, but it should still give them a boost. They got more minutes for some players to bed in, and Tammy Abraham got a goal, which was important for him and takes the pressure off a bit. He looks a real player and he is only 19. He is not the finished article, but he looks like he will be a good player in time. Read more what Frank de Boer had to say in his pre-game press conference. What is the importance of this game for Swansea? I think this is a very important game. Last year, this was the game that really kick-started Swansea's survival, and fans will be looking at this one as an opportunity to get points on the board. I don't think fans would have expected Swansea to win at Southampton or get a result against United, despite being at home. It is difficult to judge this early in the season with some players not involved and the recruitment is far from finalized, but I think fans would see this as an opportunity for 3 points, although they would probably take a point from this game. Read more. Huge injury blow for Crystal Palace's midfielder is ruled out of crunch clash. What are Swansea's strengths and weaknesses? Paul Clement played 3 at the back last weekend to counter Jose Mourinho's tactics, and it worked to a degree. Last year, Swansea were a shambles defensively with Francisco Guidolin and Bo Bradley, but Clement came in and shored things up and the back line became the foundation. Swansea have always been revered for their passing style and attacking prowess, but at the moment that is not the case, and there isn't that fluidity up front. They are lacking a player like Gylfi Sigurdsson, and it is almost the opposite way around, because although they conceded 4 against United, they are defensively quite stable. I think United will do that to a few teams this season. They are relatively solid, but are lacking a cutting edge up front. Score prediction: I will go for a 11 draw. Likely lineup: Fabianski, Olsen, Mawson, Fernandes, Nocturne, Mesa, Carroll, Ver Ayew, Routledge, Abraham.